David has just told me this afternoon. I can see that you are dogged fighters. And I want to encourage you, to do, to continue to do so. But if I've listened very carefully to David's presentation, and I think gladly David is here on your behalf to express gratitude to this administration. For one, ensuring that their struggle in the last 13 years came to fruition. If I remember, I think you started this struggle in the year 2002. And they took this administration to get signed into law an act to preventing discrimination against people living with disability. I'm glad that in your presentation you also said that it was at the same time the fulfillment of Mr. President's campaign address in Nasarawa in the run-up to 2015 election, and that when I also participated at the CCD, campaign, I also said that when this administration comes to power, we definitely ensure that people with disability are treated equally like any other Nigerians. And I'm glad that we have been able to assent to this law. The law has been passed and assented to. More importantly is the fact that the Commission for People Living with Disability has not only been inaugurated, but according to David, it is up and running. So at least we have been able to redeem our pledges to the 31 million Nigerians living with disability. Of course, as usual, we have also come with certain requests. And I think I've gone through, they're all very germane. They would all help in the personalization of the act. Top on your request is that you want the implementation of Section 2 of Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Promotion Act. That my ministry shall make provision for the promotion of awareness regarding the rights, respect, and dignity of persons with disabilities, and also the capabilities, achievements, and contributions of persons with disabilities to the society. My ministry will gladly collaborate with you in this respect. But you see, we need the content, we need the materials from you. We'll make available our platforms, NTA, FRCN, Voice of Nigeria, Citizens of Nigeria, and even the National Orientation Agency. You can get the appropriate materials that you want us to push out, which will meet this, two subsections of Section 2. We've done it for other organizations, and I think we will not hesitate if we can get your materials and link you up also with the various CEOs of these organizations. We are also requesting for the full employment of sign language interpreters in the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. I'm glad that you observed that even as today, every Monday, when we televise live the media briefing of COVID-19, we have sign language interpreters. And yes, I also made it, I persuaded and encouraged the NTA to ensure that at the major news breaks or major news sessions that we have sign language interpreters, so that we would give the opportunity to our brothers and sisters who have hearing who have hearing difficulties. And I believe that the NTA will continue to do this. Would also ensure that your request that it's not just the NTA that should employ full-time sign language interpreters, but other television stations. While we are waiting for this system to be up, I took the opportunity to talk to the DG of the National Broadcasting Commission. And I asked him whether we do not really have a provision in the broadcasting code to take care of that. And he said, yes, it is true we have a provision in the broadcasting code. But by tomorrow, I can assure you, a directive will go out to all television stations that they must henceforth have a sign language interpreter during all their program, during all their news programs. You also drew attention to Section 28 of the National Disability Act, which provides for the right to work, opportunity for employment. You say, in fact, that Section 29 was that all employees of labor at least 5% of the staff of the working staff actually, are made up of people living with disability. Well, this I think we need to take a sense of an audit, and this is where you also need to be very proactive, and you also need to be involved in ensuring that this aspect of the vision of the law is met. But we will assist you in the area of advocacy, we will assist in the area of foundation of this. But I know that the federal government, the state administration, is particularly friendly to people who live with disability, because I remember that one of the major provisions of the Survivor Fund being administered by the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment is that whatever is being administered, that 45% should go to female and 10% should go to people living with disability. Either 5 or 10%. So you can see that even in the Survivor Fund, we have made provision for people living with disability. But it's now for you to really ensure that that provision is enjoyed by the people the provision is meant for. Otherwise, you will be serving the 5 or 10% for disability, and people who have no disability will come and take it over. So I think you need also to look at the various programs of government in the areas of poverty alleviation, in the area of survival fund, especially in our economic sustainability plan, because I know provisions have been made to ensure that people living with disability also enjoy these benefits. So please, I think we need to take this up. Like they say, power is never served a la carte. You have to work and struggle for it. It's not enough that there's a provision for it in the law. You must make sure that that law is implemented. Otherwise, you find out that people will be taking your slot and they would pretend that they are people living with disability. But you need to continuously to interrogate these provisions and make sure that we live up to our responsibilities as a government. I'm glad that some states have domesticated the Act, and I'm also impressed that Ekiti State in particular, Lagos State, have gone very far in meeting the imperatives of this Act. Well, we'll continue to work hard, continue to stretch our own hands of collaboration with you. But please rest assured anytime that we as a ministry, we are person living disability friendly, and we would promote the imperatives of the Act and whatever we can do to make the daily lives and of people, of persons with disability, we will do it. And we're talking about not just those who have, who have hearing impairment, or just who have who have vision impairment, but the entire spectrum of persons living with disability. But I am very glad that we've made all our campaign promises. We have passed into and signed into law an act prohibiting discrimination against people with disability. We've also set up the commission, and we have made it work, to work. Now, the other areas which we have, highlighted, have also directed that, within my ministry, importantly, the issue of television stations to have sign language interpreters. By tomorrow, I can assure you, a director will go out to all the television stations, pointing their attention to the relevant provisions of the broadcasting code, and so that in a few weeks' time, you begin to see the difference. Once again, I thank you very much for this visit, and want to once again congratulate you for your fighting spirit. On the last note, I just want you, as an organization, to speak out more. If we have 31 million people living with disability, that is almost 1/6 of our population. That's huge. Well, it will not be a bad idea also if we speak out and say, this is what this administration has done for us. It becomes more credible when it comes out from you rather than from us. So once again, I thank you for your visit. We will continue with this collaboration, and please don't hesitate if you think there's anything we can do to make life much, much easier for our brothers and sisters who are living with disabilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We have come to the end of this, but we will just